yeah.
And welcome back to the Rosemont Ice Center here in Rosemont, Illinois for Game 2 of the NIHL Game of the Week, powered by Stream Sports Midwest. Hello, everyone. This is Eric Willowhite along with my partner, Aaron Schellen. And Aaron, we're on the second game of our doubleheader for the NIHL Game of the Week. It's been all Warhawks and Hawks here at the Rosemont Ice Center, this brand new ice rink, as they are christening here this weekend. I'm sure they've had a few games in, but we've seen the 19U's play out earlier this morning. That was won by the Hawks in strong fashion. The in-between game that we didn't televise, that went to the Warhawks in the 16U game, and now we're going to have the 14U's between the Warhawks and the Hawks.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of shutouts so far. The 19U Hawks shut out the Warhawks 2-0, and then that 16U game you mentioned we just watched was a 4-0 Warhawks victory. So we'll see how this one plays out, but I'm excited. We are on to game number 2 in year number 5 here in this partnership between NIHL and you and I at Stream Sports Midwest.
Yeah, we're excited to get this season rolling. Again, getting a doubleheader off to start things here in this brand new arena. As Aaron mentioned in game 1, it still had that new rink smell, new car smell. They don't even have like spots cordoned off for special dignitaries of hockey yet, so I was able to park close.
There you go.
That's important for a broadcaster.
I think for me the most impressive thing are the clean end boards. They're not scuffed up yet. That's how you know this place is fresh.
Right, no scuffed up end boards, no banners hanging, no
advertisements.
Really, beyond the groups that actually built the rink.
Yeah, if you own a pizza place and you're in the area, now's the time to come out here and get your name up on the wall.
So we're going to have this Warhawks-Hawks battle coming up here shortly. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the longest-running youth hockey league in the country. This season, it's made up of 22 hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 56th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. NIHL member organizations field girls Tier 2 teams that compete in the 10U, 12U, 14U, 16U, and 19U age groups defined by USA Hockey. In fact, the girls' portion of the league is large enough to be able to divide teams into competitively balanced divisions for closer games. NIHL continues to partner with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold the league's NIHL Blackhawks tournament at the conclusion of the season. And for more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, NIHL president, or visit the website at NIHL.info.
You did much better than I did. Your read was cleaner than mine.
It's a start, but it's how you finish, right?
I guess so, yeah. Just be better today than you were yesterday, so I'll be better next time.
All right, both teams are carrying 2 goalkeepers, so we will see who the starting goalkeepers will be, as it was for the 19U game, but only the starters went the distance in that game. Sometimes the teams like to split up goaltending duties when they have a pair of goalies, but we will see how the Hawks play it and how the Warhawks play it. And it looks like for the Hawks,
I don't know. You still got 2 of them out there.
Yeah.
Ivy Kolash and Annika Holden. It looks like it'll be Kolash.
So Kolash will take the net for the Hawks.
And I'm going to go Anna Risley. I'm guessing, number 35. We'll see if I'm right.
Okay. I think you might be, yeah.
I am. I had a 50-50 chance.
So Anna Risley, the starting goaltender for the Warhawks. They have
hockey mode.
Yep.
You got to get out of soccer mode.
Yep. Risley to our left and Kolash to our right. The Hawks in their traveling blues with red and white trim, New York Ranger-ish. And the Warhawks with their kind of Hartford Whalerish too, though. With the
I never
green
really
and
thought
blue.
about that, but you're right.
Yeah.
I love a good whale jersey.
You should be in a New Englander.
I mean, that's one of the great hockey logos
of all time.
Right.
Yep.
The whale tail and the H and the W. That's fantastic stuff.
Yeah. To the point where the team should just be brought back just for that reason
I don't
alone.
disagree.
Yeah. And actually, I never minded the Nordiques either. So, for what that's worth. All right, the Hawks keep the puck inside the Warhawks zone. They'll ring it below the net. Fielding that one will be Charlie Anderson. Moving it over to the near side. Puck finally eludes the zone, and now a rush for the Warhawks. Coming in, putting a shot on net, making an early save was Kolash on the rush from Fazio. Warhawks in their own zone. And a spit on a danger was Hannah McNiven. Now McNiven pushes it up ice. Kept in at the far point, however. Nicely done by Eva Vages. Battle there. Now Vages gets the puck back, tries to backhand it. And then it's flipped up along the side boards. Here come the Warhawks. They'll just dump it in at the zone, and heading off for a change will be Maddie Zolna. Zolna, we've called that name many a times before as well, Aaron.
Yeah, we're into our 5th year here with NIHL, and a lot of these girls, at the 19U level, we called it the 16U level, we called it the 14U level, and a lot of these girls at the 14U, we've seen them at 10U, 12U, and so you get comfortable with the names, and very familiar faces out here for both teams.
Warhawks have a Maggie McGuire, the starting goalkeeper for 19Us. There's a shot and a nice save made by Kolash, and then she's able to corral the loose puck and then freeze it up along the side of the net there. But I was going to say a Maggie McGuire on the Warhawks 14U team. The starting goalkeeper was Claire McGuire in that 19U game. So a lot of times there's family members playing within the organizations of these teams. Don't know if that's the case, but...
You see, my kids chose to play different sports. I got one doing baseball, one doing basketball. So I don't get kind of that, seeing them at different levels like this.
On one hand, though, that prevents you from having to choose which game you go to if they're playing all during the same season.
Except it means we have something going on all year round.
There is a trade-off.
One playing during the winter, one playing during the spring and summer.
There is a trade-off, that is for sure. Flipped along the near boards. Ringing that one out of the zone is Riley Petrine. Now Petrine gets it back, and then Horonis will throw it over to the far boards. That one's flipped into the Warhawks bench with 11:27 to go here in the opening period. No score. Warhawks and Hawks. The Warhawks' new home arena. Literally new.
Brand new.
Yeah.
They're not even done working on it.
No.
You've got a restaurant right here behind us that's being completed, and I saw the freight elevator open with the padding in there, so they're still moving stuff in.
That's right. Got a furniture coming in and whatnot. Play in the near corner. Now it goes out to the near point. Odell fires a shot, and a glove save made by Kolash. Might have been wide, but never take a chance.
Yeah, that was close to that top corner. Nice shot there from the point. It's Brooklyn Odell, and trying to pick top corner, make the goalie make the save.
Face off to the left of Kolash. That's won by the Hawks and Charlie Anderson. Now trying to flip it outside the zone are the Hawks, but it's kept in. They'll try it again along the near boards, and Odell just kind of sweeps it towards the net. That's fended off by Kolash. Warhawks back to Odell. Nice keep. She'll throw it down low. Then a backhand no-look pass attempt was stolen away by the Hawks, but Odell pinches in from that right point to keep it in once more. Good job by Odell. Thrown on net, and Kolash able to cover up.
Gigi DiNicola from a bad angle, got a bit of a deflection. The puck bounced in on that near post, and Ivy Kolash was able to keep that glove down on the ice, and the puck just hopped right into it.
So another face-off to her left. Russell taking the draw for the Warhawks, and then that's kept in. Good job there by Grizidich. And good pronunciation key from the Warhawks, too.
Yes, very phonetically smooth for us,
yes,
which is important.
Here come the Hawks the other way. Inside the zone is Matthews. Caitlin Matthews has the puck knocked off her stick. Hawks try and keep it inside, and they do. Backhand attempt rolls off the stick and it goes over to the near boards. And that one thrown on net, and Anna Risley will cover up for the faceoff.
A little bit more evenly matched, I think, than, at least so far, than what we saw in each of the first two games. Hawks were the much better team at the 19U level, and at the 16U level, it was all Warhawks. But so far through the first handful of minutes, it's been, I would say, evenly matched on both sides.
Yeah. And that's what you kind of hope for. Not each team, obviously, but
Right.
From a broadcast perspective, we much prefer to have an even game, even though the outcome really doesn't concern us.
Right.
Concerns the teams watching.
I just want to see a good hockey game. I don't.
Yep.
It doesn't matter to me who wins or who loses,
That puck
as long as everybody has fun.
That's-
Right? That's what they say.
That's right. Well, we always have fun.
Yes, we do.
Puck brought in offside, so there'll be a draw along the near boards outside the Hawks zone. Zolna on the draw for the Warhawks. It's won by the Hawks. And they'll push it up ice. Near board play. Gilman tried to backhand it up ice. Warhawks in possession along the far boards. I heard my first skate of the game, I think. And puck brought in off sides. So now we'll have a far side draw. Once again, Zolna going up against Fleckenstein, Lily Fleckenstein. Far corner, four players battle.
Digging at it.
Yeah. And eventually getting it out there. That was a nice job by Emma McDonald doing the hard labor there. But Odell brings it in to the Hawk zone, and she'll chase after it. Odell, centering attempt. Oh, and that one just escapes Fazio. Over to the far boards they go. Kept in far point, and then thrown out where Odell's going to have to track it down for the Warhawks. With 8 minutes to go in the opening frame, no score, Warhawks and Hawks. Odell inside the zone, shooting from the top of the near circle. That's easily guided away by Kolash. Flip attempt to get it outside the zone was denied. That was Ronas who was trying to get that outside the zone. Now it's going to be played by Emma Prince. Back down low, where Liv Kite tracks it down for the Hawks. Kite along the near board. She has some space. Swings it over to Ronas, who wasn't ready for it. And then the puck's thrown outside the zone. Anderson's going to have to wait, but didn't wait long enough. Ronas was still inside the zone. That's an offsides against the Hawks. Now Anderson and Ronas are talking it over. Apparently we got an in-game DJ I wasn't aware
we got
of.
music down there to our left. First time we've heard music here today.
Here come the Warhawks along the far side. A flip shot that goes over the net as Kolaj decides not to play it. That was a wise call. Kept in. Light. Swung around to the near boards again. Pushed forward by Emma Prince. It's still kept in by the Warhawks. Warhawks doing a nice job of keeping the puck inside the Hawk zone during this particular sequence. And now it eventually comes out, but that she'll go down for an icing call. with 6:22 to go in a scoreless first period.
We saw this in the first game, sort of a, maybe not a feeling out process, but just teams that are playing their first NIHL game of the year maybe aren't completely comfortable with who's supposed to be where and doing what on every shift. So you don't get a lot of up and down. You get some choppy play in the offensive zone, and that team that gets the first bounce. The 2 goals we saw in that 19U game were both in tight, close goals that,
right.
Especially the second one. So early in the season, you just get the puck towards the nets and hope for a rebound or a skate or something like that.
Hawks trying to clear the zone. They eventually do. And then the Warhawks quickly recover, and they'll throw that one inside the zone by Grzetich. Hawks near boards, out to center. Kenny tried to pass that one across. It was tipped by a Warhawks player, but it goes deeper inside the Warhawks zone. Hawks looking to set up camp. Grzetich had it for a moment. And now Kenny will drop it down low. Centering attempt, trying to get that one over to Sipes. And then Keppen with the shot.
It's a good shot from the point. Nice blocker save by Risley.
Kirsten Keppen. I'm going with Keppen. They give me a first name pronunciation.
Yeah, it's Keppen. You don't remember her I'm assuming older sister Carly.
Oh, okay.
Yep, she was one of those names that we've called over the years.
Yeah.
I assume sisters.
Yeah. And here is the aforementioned Keppen bringing it into the zone. Kirsten circles it and then throws it down low. That one's going to elude Matthews.
Hey, I was just informed it's Copen.
It is Copen. All right. Well, to Carly, we apologize for our prior transgressions.
Probably got it wrong last year, too.
Yeah, that's
and
what
the
I'm
year
saying.
before, and
yeah.
the year before, and the year before.
But not this year, Kirsten. We have you.
No, we got you.
Kirsten Copen. See, I would have got the Kirsten right, but I guess they had a choice to make.
Right, it's one or the other. Which do we think he's going to screw up, the first name or the last name?
I don't know. Ruben, you got to have a longer column for the pronunciation so we can get both names in there. Play along the near board. A lot of back and forth. Not a whole lot going on right now as we coming up around 3.5 minutes remaining in the opening period. Hawks now with a chance. Shot on net. Steered aside by Risley. This is the best Hawks pressure so far. Then it's going to be taken outside the zone. Quickly recovering is Raja. And as you mentioned, Aaron, not Dino.
No, so they gave us the pronunciation for that one. Me being a Celtics fan, that one was easy for me. It's also showing my age a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah. Backhander, but it's going to be kept in at the near point. Anderson swings it over to the far point, and the shot never got through from Liv Light. That one was deflected, then it went into the far corner.
A lot of traffic in front.
Anderson with the keeper, pushes it down low. Another attempt by the Warhawks to get it out, and Anderson does a nice job keeping it in again. Far board play. Pushed out, and here comes Zoe Bridges. Bridges will dump it and head for a change. And the Hawks will look to move it back up ice. But they had their best sequence of offensive zone time in the last couple plays. Oh, Anderson, that was near offsides. Anderson's been out there a while. Now she's heading for a change. Prince had it in the far corner, but the Warhawks dig it out. Now they're going to go the other way. Nice skate and shoot there.
Two key components to the game of hockey.
That was Eureka Ikeda. Yes, yes, it is.
Delayed reaction.
It took me a while to get on that one.
Yes, skate and shoot.
Yes. And remember, you have to have those qualifications if you want to join any of the little learn-to-play programs.
No, that you haven't done that read yet, so that's coming up.
Okay. That was a good delay. Puck inside the Warhawks zone. There is no icing as chasing after it is Maggie McGuire. Maggie with a head of steam over her own blue line. Now she shifts to the far side, eludes another defender. Shot from the far circle, save made by Kolash.
In and out of the glove. Rebound there, but the Hawks did a nice job cleaning it up.
Nice job, McGuire. Got herself end-to-end rush, got a shot off, then head for a change. Moved over to the near boards. We're under a minute to play, 41 seconds here in the opening period. Scoreless first period at this point, as Copen will ring it around to the near boards. Out to center. And thrown back to the near boards. That was a nice self-pass, but too far out in front for Aubrey Kroll. Dumped back down low by Mihalovic. Far boards, 7 seconds. Intercepted. There's another shoot. Kroll with the attempt, does not get through, and the horn sounds, signifying the end of period one. And we'll head to period number 2, scoreless.
It was a clean first period, no penalties, and a fair number of whistles for offsides and whatnot, but overall a pretty clean first.
Yeah, the minute I say it, we'll have it like maybe in the first minute of the second period, but no penalties.
None yet.
Yeah. Chicago Blackhawks want to let you know that the Blackhawks Amateur Hockey is excited to offer the Little Blackhawks Learn to Play program at several rinks this fall season. Little Blackhawks provides first-time participants between 4 to 9 years of age head-to-toe equipment, age-appropriate instruction, and certified coaching at your local rink. It is highly recommended that a Learn to Skate program is completed before enrolling in Little Blackhawks. And if you have previously participated in Little Blackhawks or if you already play on a team, you cannot enroll for this program. For more information, please head to NHL.com/Blackhawks/amateur/little-Blackhawks.
Skate and shoot.
Skate and shoot. They are the key components to hockey, I've been told, Aaron. And
yes.
Old as time, I guess.
You can't play the game of hockey if you can't do at least one of those things really well.
So a good first period. I thought the Hawks picked up the pace a little bit there towards the end, but I think the edge probably went to the Warhawks in that opening frame.
Yeah, especially in the first half of the first period. Warhawks controlled the pace of play a little bit, but you're right, those last 4 or 5 shifts by the Hawks were really good there towards the end of period one.
Teams will switch sides. A long change for the second period. The Hawks going left to right. The Warhawks right to left. In this circle we go. It'll be Kroll for the Warhawks. That says 15 as there's a shot by Matthews and a save. I don't have a 15 on the Hawks.
No, we do not.
That's who took the draw, so maybe if you're watching at home or in the rink here, you can help us out on who player number 15 is for the Hawks.
Maybe the gentleman who corrected the pronunciation of Copen will be able to tell me.
Right.
You got to be able to walk away from the camera, though.
Yeah. That wouldn't be advised.
I'll wait till a whistle.
There you go. That's what makes you a professional, Aaron.
Oh, I think we're getting our
we're
answer.
get it.
I think we're getting our maybe. I don't know. Oh, he was walking over here and then he stopped.
All right. Near board play, McDonald digging for it along with Mihalovic comes out for the Warhawks, but McDonald gets it back, shovels it ahead to the aforementioned 15. And we always go through this early season games. They don't have like all their new uniforms in.
I got an answer.
Okay.
Number 15 is Braxton Padilla. She's on your roster as number 96.
So 96 is 15.
Yes.
Braxton Padilla, which is important to know because she took the opening draw for the Hawks for period 2. So I imagine we'll be calling her name a lot.
Once again, thank you
Yes.
to the family of the Hawks that are watching and helping us get through game 1.
What did I say?
Yep. Wasn't quite a minute, but you were right. Minute and a half.
So our first penalty of the game. And it's Fleckenstein who's going to go to the box for a trip. So Lily Fleckenstein, the penalty and the first power play of the game belongs to the Warhawks. Faceoff will be to the left of Ivy Kolash. Draw loose, 50-50 puck, eventually won by the Warhawks. And they'll throw it down low. It's going to be played by Olivia Hyman. Hyman to the far circle. Oh, that puck's loose out front, still loose. And then recovered by the Hawks. Moments of trepidation there. McGuire keeps it in, however, for the Warhawks, who will look to reset on the power play.
It was just sitting right at the top of the crease.
Boy, Hyman with a good effort there to take that puck off the stick of Liv Light. Then a shot from McGuire got loose, deflected wide.
Dina Cola not able to get a lot on that shot on that back door, but she was right there all alone.
There's Dina Cola again, bottom of the circle on the far circle. That one deflected as well. Hawks still can't get it out. Now they eventually do. Minute remaining on the power play. We're still scoreless here as Anderson tracks it down. Pressure being applied by the Warhawks. McGuire couldn't keep it in, so the Warhawks will have to regroup as now she spins and dumps. Heads for a change. Ooh, overskating it there was Anderson, and then quickly covering it up was Kolash. With now 41 seconds remaining on the penalty to Lily Fleckenstein of the Hawks.
Net also came off its post there, so.
That's our first one of the day.
Yeah.
We didn't have one in the opening game.
We have some rinks where that net comes off really easily.
Yeah.
But looks like they're in here solidly, but not too solidly, right?
Plus you have some goaltenders who know when the cages are like that, and they'll take advantage of it, as they should.
Bump it off its post a little bit if things are getting hairy in front of you.
Prince tried to dump that in shorthanded, but it was taken away. And now bringing the puck inside the zone is Feeman. Feeman rings it around to the far boards. Warhawks look to set up. Shot does not get through, blocked from the far circle. The Hawks ring it off the near board. Feeman with the keeper. Mika Feeman doing a nice job keeping that puck inside the zone for the Warhawks. Now we have a battle behind the net. And that one's going to roll outside. Is that one already outside before Feeman can get there for the Warhawks? Here's McNiven.
Feeman was looking over at the bench, I think, to see if she needed to go for a change and didn't see that puck was coming towards that near point, and she wasn't able to get back in and keep it in the zone.
As you mentioned, while you were mentioning that, she glanced over at the bench a couple times, Aaron. And I think she's looking to make her way after this rush by the Hawks. Penalty is over. Both teams back at full strength. Up the ice goes Zoe Bridges. Has the puck knocked back inside the Warhawks zone, however. And Feeman will have to play it. The long shift for Feeman. Copen will dump it down low. Now Feeman back in the near corner. Up ice. McNiven, near boards pass to the neutral zone, and Copen will dump it in and head for a change. Feeman's still out there, Aaron.
And some of these shifts are extensive.
Yeah.
far more endurance than I have.
Between the circles, the shot does not get through. Feeman is there. Feeman's getting paid each time I say her name. It's a good day for Mika Feeman. There's a little breakout here for the Warhawks. They got a chance at the far circle shot, and Kolash able to make the save. Rebound was kicked out. Then a flip shot. Ooh, a casual stab at it there by Kolash. Puck is still loose. Matthews will try and track it down for the Hawks. Little area pass there. Trying to get that one into the general area.
Matthews stole the puck, had a clear break in, but then got knocked down.
And we can report that Mika Feeman has made it to the bench. Below the net is Caitlin Matthews. And that's Braxton Padilla, the number 15 we were able to find out from the good fans here. Dug out by Zolna. Zolna throws it to the far boards, but Charlie Anderson will get that first. Now Keene. Keene ahead to Fleckenstein. Puck was knocked off her stick. Keene tries to dig it down. She does. Throws a shot on net. Risley has to make a save. The puck is loose. Live Light near point. Throws it over to the far point, Anderson. Anderson dumps it down low. Not deep enough, however, as Odell was able to flag it and get it out to the neutral zone. Now here's Charlie Anderson inside her own zone. Anderson changes directions, throws it to the far boards. Fleckenstein gets the puck outside the zone, and no icing, as we're down to 6:36 remaining in period 2. Still scoreless between the Hawks and the Warhawks. Here's Prince. Near board Prince has some room ahead of her. Emma Prince, a sweep play, and that's going to be a penalty on McGuire. So Maggie McGuire will head to the box.
Yeah, she tried to dive for the puck and just got into the legs.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, you have to just get the stick in there.
Yep.
And
can't make contact with the body.
Yeah. So McGuire will go to the box, and this will be a power play for the Hawks. With 6:11 to go in period 2, still scoreless. Maggie McGuire goes down for tripping. Face off to the right of Anna Risley. Matthews will take the draw against Hyman for the Warhawks. Hyman and the Warhawks win the draw. Odell flips it off the near board. Copen, just had it, and then it rolled off her stick as she was trying to get back on her skates. So now the Hawks will have to reset. Here's Fleckenstein. Tries to go towards the middle. A lot of traffic there. And then flipped out. That one goes into the Hawks bench. No harm, no foul, as they were aware. Minute 37 to go on the Hawks power play. Another face-off to the right of Anna Risley. Thrown on net, steered aside by Risley. And then Feeman will gather it up and throw it out where Copen tracks it down. Copen asks for it back. She gets it. Backhands it up ice to Fleckenstein, who forwards it ahead. Matthews in a race with Feeman. Check that. That is McNiven. Matthews and McNiven battling. Fleckenstein in for support, and then Feeman backhands it to the far boards, where Braxton Padilla tries to keep it in, and we have a break. Here come the Warhawks the other way. Stick handling, and we're going to get a penalty on the rush. I believe that was Vivian Yukoff.
And it's going to be a hold, will be the penalty call.
Trying to get the license plate. Yeah, it was Yukoff on the rush, and getting the hold is Copen. So Kirsten Copen will head to the box, and now will be 4 skaters aside for the next 57 seconds, and then a power play time for the Warhawks. Face off to the left of Ivy Kolash. Jocelyn Russell taking the draw for the Warhawks, won by the Hawks. And then that puck goes into the Warhawks bench.
Are you getting paid by the Hawks?
And we're sponsored by the Blackhawks. They'll do it again. Hawks come out with it. They'll skate behind their own net. Off the near boards. Trying to shovel that one outside the zone is Riley Petrine. McDonald throws it outside. And that'll go down for the icing call. Now the faceoff will be to the right of Kolash, with Russell again on the draw versus Padilla for the Hawks. Near point. Throwing that one down low was Johnston, Reagan Johnston. Hawks gather up the loose puck, throw it out to center. Gilman battling, gets it back out to center. And then Johnston will have to track it down inside her own zone. Finds Porter. Porter cross-ice pass, missing connection. Intended recipient, I think, was Russell. And it goes behind the net again once more, where Johnston will have to track it down. Reagan Johnston.
Ooh, took a funny bounce.
Tracked down by the Hawks. Battling there is Aaron Kenny. And once more, Russell tries to get it outside the zone. Hawks doing a good job of gumming up the action there and keeping it inside the Warhawks zone, shortening their power play, which is now active. 34 seconds remaining on the Warhawks power play. Here's Russell. Inside the zone. Flipped on net. Doesn't get through. Another shot on net. Kolash able to steer that aside. Check that. That was Odell who had the shot. Another puck on net, and this time it's covered up. 9 seconds remaining on the power play. Nice job by Kolash on these last few sequences there of denying a goal by the Warhawks. 9 seconds on the power play.
Yeah, bouncing puck. Brooklyn Odell with a couple of opportunities on that shift.
That one flipped high into the near corner. Warhawks circling. Pass up high was taken outside the zone. That'll do it. Back to full strength, are we? With 3:03 to go in a scoreless game between the Hawks and the Warhawks, pass goes in front of the crease and outside the zone. They're going to say that was brought in offsides by the Warhawks. It's Eureka Ikeda. Some fresh players on the ice for both teams, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off between Zolna and Padilla. Warhawks gain possession. Far board Zolna. Puck rolls off her stick. McGuire will retrieve, and she'll skate up the near boards. 2:38 to go. McGuire flips it on net. That one is gathered in by Ivy Kolash, and she'll hold on for the face-off.
And nothing particularly dangerous on either side. No grade A chances, if you will, for either team.
Right.
It's been a pretty much, from face-off dot to face-off dot, but nothing really inside the dots on either side.
McGuire tried to get that one through, unable to. Blocked at the point, battling Beach for the puck. And no call. Hawks fans wanted a penalty there.
They're looking for a hook.
Now here's Zolna inside her own zone. Matthews behind the net has Copen up high. Copen will let it rip. Didn't get a whole lot on it, but it was deflected on net to Risley. And now we're going to get a penalty. And it's going to be a Hawks player as McGuire taken down. And immediately going to the box is Braxton Padilla.
Yeah, the Hawks fans in attendance not thrilled. They thought the officials missed a call on the back end and then called one on their own. So
as fate would have it.
That's what happens.
Of course, now this would be where Braxton Padilla probably didn't want us to know what her number was now that she's
fair.
in the box for
That's
a penalty.
fair.
So,
that's
but once we got it, we had to call it, Braxton. Sorry. All right, now we got some pre-power play music. All right, now they got to learn how to.
Yeah, you got
to
shut it off while the game
action,
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have it on while the game's going.
Yeah. Thrown on net, Kolash able to make the save, and then it flips up and she goes into her glove. So there's a minute 44 left in the second period, a minute 41 on the power play for the Warhawks. Face off to the right, to the left of Kolash.
Violet Vanslow on that drive to the net, and I think her stick got hit a little bit and ended up being a bouncing backhander, and the save was made by Kolash.
Fleckenstein came on for the Hawks to take the draw. Still inside the zone. Nice keeper by Grizadich. Near boards Raja. Tried to shovel it outside the zone, but Kroll is able to keep it in and throw it down low where Copen has to field it. Far boards comes outside the zone. Odell had it for a moment, lost it, but her teammate's able to recover. Shot gets deflected, does not go on net. And to Kroll, taken away by Fleckenstein. Fleckenstein backhands it out to the far boards. Odell shifts it the other way. 52 seconds on the power play, 53 for the period. Copen inside her own zone. Flipped out, and this one's going to go for an icing call. 40 seconds to go on the power play, 43.9 for the period.
An opportunity in the offensive zone with 40 seconds left for the Warhawks, so you can win the draw, get set up, get a couple of good looks, plenty of time to get into your offense here in the final minute.
It's Yukoff and Prince on the draw. Hawks won the draw, but possession retained by the Warhawks. Now a couple players go down on the near boards. That one trickled through, but Kolash was able to track it and stop it.
Shot from Johnston from the point, I think hit a leg on the way through and slowed down a little bit.
Now Gilman, keeper by Johnston. They say it's good. She throws it down low. Backhanded to the far boards. Shot from the far side from McNiven was deflected towards the near side. And then a shot from Hyman. And covering up is Ivy Kolash, who's getting a round of applause from the Hawk faithful here.
Yeah, right at the buzzer, a second and a half left. A couple of good chances for the Warhawks. And it looks like the Hawks are going to hold on here in the second.
Let's see if Ukoff just winds up on the draw here. That's the only play, really.
Just try to shoot from the draw, yep.
And the horn sounds, and we'll head to period 3. We are still scoreless here in Rosemont between the Warhawks and the Hawks.
Love some good defensive hockey.
Yeah, we talked about it's been shutouts on one side in each of the two prior games, the 19U game we did and the Hawks claiming the shutout, and then the Warhawks earning the shutout in the 16U game. And here we got a double zeros going on between the Warhawks and the Hawks. Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawk fans, be sure to catch these upcoming preseason games. That's right. The Blackhawks, Saturday, September 27th, will be in St. Louis to take on the Blues. That's a 6 p.m. puck drop. And then Sunday, September 28th, the Hawks will be in Minnesota to take on the Wild. It doesn't say if these games are televised, but if they are locally, that will be on CHSN, Chicago Sports Network. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action.
I mean, you can always just go to St. Louis and
in Minnesota,
Minneapolis if you want to.
Yeah.
Go check out some Blackhawk preseason hockey.
See players wearing. Well, I can't say it's like players
hockey,
wear high
right,
numbers
yeah.
now.
In hockey,
so it's like,
it doesn't matter, yeah.
I guess if you're wearing like a 16, you're probably an outcast or
Maybe,
something.
yeah. Normal numbers aren't in style in hockey.
Blaine Gretzky, him and Mogilny.
Mario Lemieux,
Yeah.
Jaromir Jagr.
Yeah. In the last game, the referee actually had them blow the horn to break up the in-between period.
Is
huddle.
that what they were doing? Is that why they were blowing the horn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the ref was he was all on it. It said, all right, enough of this chit-chat.
He didn't hit it once. He was like, he was hitting it with his finger, was going,
Still Risley to our left and still Kolash to our right, and it's a scoreless game. Why wouldn't you keep the same goaltenders in? So they're going to go the distance. The Warhawks left to right.
Warhawks are missing a
right
skater.
Yeah, they are.
You are allowed to play with 4 if you want to. I don't recommend it.
Right.
But
so Di Nicola joins the fray, and we're underway here in period 3. No score between the Warhawks and the Hawks. Live from the brand spanking new Rosemont Ice Center, the East Rink. Oh, puck dug out there by Petrine, but then a maze of players in there to kind of keep it from going on to Risley.
And she was able to steal the puck, but by the time she was able to corral it, she had some white jerseys around her to keep her from pulling the trigger.
Anderson's going to get an early penalty there.
Yep.
An interference penalty.
Yep.
And as you can imagine, the Hawk fans don't agree with the call.
It was a pretty clean check, but official thought otherwise.
Well, interference call sort of saying
the puck was already gone, maybe, by the time the contact happened.
Yeah. So Charlie Anderson off for interference, and it'll be a face-off to the left of Ivy Kolash, who's played very well in this game. She's probably saw more of the action than Anna Risley. Oh, Risley's made a few nice saves as well. 14-minute periods here in 14U. Puck in the near corner, 4-player battle. Puck dug out. It's Zolna, Maddie Zolna. And it's thrown out to the neutral zone. Warhawks on the near side. Oh, a player goes down. Nice job there, though, trying to get Eva Vages falling down. She was still able to get a poke check in there, and I think that interrupted the play for the Warhawks.
Yeah, she was able to force the Warhawks skater to go east and west rather than north and south, and by the time they regrouped, the Warhawks were offsides.
So a lesson to you young fans, you're never out of the play. Nice job there by Eva Vages. There's Vages along the far wall. Tries to backhand it up, but that one does not get through. Now the puck in the far corner. Centering attempt. Copen will pick that one off and throw it outside the zone. That's going to roll. They're going to say it was deflected, so no icing.
Those backhanded passes from the corner, you got to know that there's somebody on the other end of it. Otherwise, you're just giving the puck away.
Thrown on net, and Risley's going to have to make a save and hold on. So a shorthanded puck on net is a good outcome for the Hawks, as they'll have an offensive zone draw while they're shorthanded. See who's going to take the draw here. I think it's Kenny. Draw taken by the Warhawks. Thrown over to the far boards. McDonald chipping at it. Thrown on net. Save made. Kolash, and then she steers it up front. Odell between the circles and knocked aside by Kolash. Another puck thrown on net. 20 seconds on the power play. Here's Odell near point. Just shovels it on net. And Kolash was able to read that one all the way, and she holds on with 15 seconds remaining on the Warhawks power play.
Brooklyn Odell, I think, looking maybe for a rebound there. Just a pretty simple shot through some traffic, but Kolash did a nice job, as you said, Eric, keeping her eye on that puck all the way through and didn't allow a rebound.
Here's Odell again, high, didn't get a whole lot on it, and then it was steered aside by Padilla, thrown over to the far boards. Trying to gather that one up is Aubrey Kroll.
She lost her glove.
And she's going to go get that glove back. Now she's fully gloved. Odell with the keeper. Penalty is over. Both teams back at full strength. And ringing that one over to the far boards is Violet Gilman for the Hawks. Kept in, however, on net. Kolash, didn't get a whole lot on it. She tried to flip it out of harm's way, and it just kind of popped out of her glove, but luckily she had support. Hawks overskate for the moment, and now the Warhawks go the other way. Vanslow, cross ice pass. Hawks get there first, however. Liv Light. Light backhands it. Top of the far circle, knocked away by Risley. Anderson with the keeper. Anderson again, but that time it skates outside the zone where Padilla will have to track it down. No icing. So Braxton Padilla behind her own net. Liv Light. Grizadich dumps it down low. Liv Light will have to play it once more. And eventually thrown outside the zone. That will be icing with 10:02 to go in a scoreless game here in the third period at Rosemont Ice Center.
Still nothing horribly dangerous on either side. A couple of plays in and around the crease area, but no all alone in between the dots, no breakaways, no odd skater rushes, nothing like that that's been clean for either side here so far today.
I have a question for you when we get to the next stoppage of play. Just a facility logistics question. We have it right away.
Fire away.
Why do they have PA speakers right behind the benches and
Oh, that's right behind the coaches.
Right.
Yeah,
like
it
if
is.
they were actually using the full PA system.
That's a good point.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that design. Plus the penalty box.
Yeah, that's right there.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully they have a way to control that and not let that play.
Well, we haven't heard any music here yet. We don't even know if the music system's operational at the moment.
Yeah, they have speakers. Don't even know if they're wired.
Right.
But, yeah, that's a peculiarity.
It's an interesting question. I didn't notice that, but they are right behind the coaches' heads.
I see them like trying to have like a between periods, and then they're playing
Sweet Child of Mine or Welcome to the Jungle. Or,
yeah, not showing your age at all.
No. They play that stuff at hockey games.
They do.
Metallica. And
yeah. Here's Feeman backhands it, but Copen will keep it. Flips on net. Risley made the save. Puck dropped down low, but she was able to cover up before any further damage could ensue.
Copen got a lot on that wrist shot, but no traffic between her and Risley, and pretty easy save by Anna there.
So it's one of these games where it kind of then feels like it's going to come down to a mistake somewhere when it gets this late in the game. Still scoreless. Both teams playing fairly even, fairly well. Not a whole lot of, like you said, danger chances. And we're going to get an offsides against the Hawks. Neutral zone faceoff. Zolna for the Warhawks. And Prince for the Hawks. The Hawks and Prince win the draw. They'll dump it down low and chase. Five-player pileup on that far side wall. And then it's eventually dug out. Far point Prince. Shovels it down low where Odell will track it. She'll circle. She has a little space and flips it up the boards. Trying to get it over to Fazio. Then inside Hawk zone. Prince will skate after it. With Zolna applying pressure, that's going to be an icing call.
Puck had just enough legs.
So we'll go the other way. Faceoff will be to the left of Anna Risley. 8:24 to go in the third period. Still no score. Prince tries to keep it in, unable to. Here come the Warhawks trying to move inside. Was unable to, and now the Hawks look to go the other way, thrown back outside the zone. Centering attempt. And it cleared over to the near boards. Keeper by Grzetic. Once more comes to Grzetic. Backhands it down low. Goes off the stick of Zolna outside the neutral zone. Shovel ahead by Petrine, who will head off for a change. Kenny will provide the support for the Hawks, but able to track that one down is Grzetic. Now Liv Light backhands it back to Charlie Anderson in the near corner. Anderson up ice. Play along the far boards. Now pressure for Russell, applying the pressure on Kenny. Throws it to the far boards, does Kenny. Liv Light. Out to center they go. Cross ice pass from Sipes. Now to Gilman. Throws it behind the net. Sipes behind the net. Centering attempt. Deflected wide. Could have been a good opportunity for the Hawks, but instead the Warhawks bring it the other way in Bridges.
And just off a skate.
Padilla overskates. 6.5 minutes remaining, 6:23 to be exact. Oh, wraparound attempt was in motion but denied. Now the Warhawks get it to the side of the net. Now it goes over to the near boards. Charlie Anderson trying to dig that one out. Four-player huddle. Dug out between the circles. Thrown on net. Nice save made by Kolosh off the shot from Violet Vainslow.
Yeah, that's probably the best opportunity for either team in this game. Right in between the dots. Vanslow right there, and she was able to get enough on that wrist shot, but another good save by Kolosh.
Yeah, it was a nice shot by Vanslow, but better save by Kolosh, as you mentioned. Draw between the circle. Here's Matthews, throws it up ice. Tracked down by Odell, Brooklyn Odell. Trying to make it to Kroll, Aubrey Kroll. But then Matthews comes back into the picture. Near board play, thrown between the circles, but too far out in front. As Mihalovic will have to track it down. Back to the near boards we go. Once more Matthews. Oh, that shot, that one went off of Padilla. And now backtracking is Reagan Johnston. And we get another icing call, this time with 5:12 remaining in a scoreless game here in the third period at the Rosemont Ice Center. There is no overtime in regular season play, so if it ends 0-0, that's how the game will finish. Let's watch. Each team will score 3 goals here in the next 5 minutes.
You know what? I'd be okay with that. We didn't get a lot of goals in our 2 games here so far today.
Just 2 in the first.
Yep.
And then none here in the second. Slow developing play. Hawks get to the puck first, throw it out to the neutral zone. And then Grzetic shovels it back into Hawks zone, but it's picked off. Nothing but blue jerseys there. Go and skate. It's being chortled from the crowd. Or go skate. On net, steered aside, pad save made by Risley. That was a nice one, through some traffic, and now DiNicola going the other way. DiNicola loses the handle. Kopen tries to shovel it outside the zone, but Uzkov is there. Uzkov's shot blocked by Prince. And now the Hawks have an opportunity. Raja battling on that far side. You got 5-6 players continuing to go back and forth there, stuck right in front of that bench. And now the puck is finally dug out by the Warhawks with 4 minutes remaining. Now you're starting to see some sense of urgency on both teams. This is where the goalkeepers really have to continue to play within themselves here.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh, nice battle there. We're going to get a penalty on the Warhawks. And then a shove in the back towards the end there, and then another shove down. I think that's Lauren Ronis who's getting the...
And she was the one who drew the penalty.
Right. And then she was getting knocked around there. So Ronis draws the penalty. I believe that's still what it's going to be. It's going to be a penalty on the Warhawks with 3:45. They already have the number up on the board. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was a hook.
So that's going to be Maggie McGuire. I think that's McGuire's second. It's always good to get on the score sheet. Any way you can, especially in a scoreless game, right?
Maybe. Maybe.
Face-off will be to the left of Anna Risley. Power play for the Hawks. With 3:45 to go, we're getting some conversation between Padilla.
Yeah, who they want to take the draw, maybe.
Yeah.
And the officials are standing down here talking, and they're going to pull the face-off outside the zone, which I'm not entirely sure why. If there was a penalty, that draw should be in the offensive zone for the Hawks.
Yeah, the Hawks coach is not in agreement with that. I mean, if there was another penalty on the Hawks, I can see that, but there wasn't.
No.
So I don't understand that. But anyways, we're underway, but that prevents the Hawks from having an offensive zone draw. Nonetheless, they're inside the zone at the moment. Behind the net, they play on. Collision there behind the net. It's Fleckenstein battling. Dug out and thrown out to the neutral zone. Good work there by McNiven. Hannah McNiven.
Ice is getting slow now, Eric.
Yeah, they do not scrape. 14-minute periods. Here's Kopen. Kopen being steered into the near corner. Backhand attempt. Nothing but white jerseys there. Matthews tries to keep it in, but unable to. Now going the other way is Zolna. Here's Zolna. Short-handed shot, score! Maddie Zolna! A short-handed goal. And the Warhawks take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Eric, she knew exactly what she wanted to do with that as well once she broke in. She picked top corner, went glove side high, and a shorty. The first goal of the game. And the Warhawks take a 1-0 lead.
So if you're the Hawks, you still got a chance here. 2:48 to go in the game. You still have 1:03 on the power play. It's important to win this draw and get set up. But, yeah, Maddie Zolna as you mentioned, Aaron, knew exactly what she was going to do with it and buried that. Top shelf. Gilman.
Bar down, as they say, Eric.
Yeah. They say that?
It's hockey season.
Is that what the kids all say?
That is. They say that.
Okay.
I got that from Mike Napolitano.
That's good.
He teaches me some of the newer hockey lingo.
Oh, it's good to have a teammate who's like hip to the new terms.
Yes. Yes.
That Mike Napolitano, what can we do without him?
Yeah. No.
Mike, wherever you are, hello.
Yes. Michael, yeah, absolutely. Third member of our growing team.
Yeah. Keeping at the far point. Hawks need to get some shots on net. Gilman, I don't think that was offsides. I don't agree with that.
I don't know if that was the call.
Something different?
Not entirely sure. It looked like the puck was kept in at the blue line, but
yeah, I thought so. In any event, 20 seconds on the power play, 2:05 remaining in the third period. A shorthanded goal by Maddie Zolna has put the Warhawks up 1-0 here. And thrown behind the net. Here's Liv Light. Light being hassled from behind. Petrine will have to move it and throws it over to Light on the far boards again. Light trying to get it outside the zone. She does, but only white jerseys there to corral the loose puck. Hawks have an opportunity. Minute 28, Petrine goes into the near corner. Petrine throws it down low. Ronas will have to gather it up at the far boards. Back to the far point. Prince dops it down low. Who's going to get there first? It's Petrine. Petrine tried to throw it to the far corner, but it was picked off by Hannah McNiven. Keep in by Charlie Anderson. And now out to center. Anderson doing a good job of interrupting a potential rush from Bridges. And now McNiven and the puck rolling on Risley will hold on with 52.7 seconds. So positive development. You imagine we're going to get a timeout called here by the Hawks. And pull your goaltender, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Kolosh still in her nets.
No timeout called. All right, I am.
You're rusty.
You can't take it with you, Matt Eberflus. There we go. Well, at least they're pulling the goalie.
Yeah, winning to win the draw first.
Yeah, not sure about not calling a timeout. Vegas, cross-ice pass that eludes Padilla. She'll slap it towards the net to the near corner. Now Vegas goes down. Kept in. She didn't know it was Padilla. It went off the back of her skate. As we're down to 26 seconds remaining. Puck is hemmed up along the near boards. Odell will get it in the near corner. She'll just kill some time. Now Padilla inside. We're down to 15 seconds remaining. Warhawks will be content just to have the clock run out and that pile up in the near corner. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. And that's the end of the game. And the Warhawks, on the strength of a Maddie Zolna shorthanded goal, defeat the Hawks 1-0 in a tightly contested battle here at the Rosemont Ice Center, Aaron.
Yeah, all it took was one mistake, right? I mean, these two teams played a pretty solid defensive game on both sides, and the longer it went without a goal, the more you felt that first mistake was going to cost you, and it cost the Hawks, and the Warhawks win 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what we talked about when it got down to about 9 minutes remaining in the third period. We talked exactly about that, and that's exactly what turned out to be the case. The 2025-26 season has just begun. Some divisions are playing their seeding round games to determine their best competitive fit, and other divisions are already playing their regular season schedule. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. Tune in on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. Well, that'll do it here from the Rosemont Ice Center. A pair of games for our opening weekend of the NIHL Game of the Week is in the books. The Hawks 19U defeating the Warhawks 19U 2-0 in our 1 o'clock game. And then the game that just completed, the Warhawks defeating the Hawks 1-0 in 14U. For Aaron Schellen, this is Eric Willowhite of Stream Sports Midwest saying so long, and we'll see you next time on the NIHL Game of the Week. Good.